Thursday is my birthday. So, bought myself a birthday present. Stihl has a sale once a year. And I got this for the price of a junk Poland. So, it just does not make sense to buy Poland chainsaws. This is a 170, an MS 170. It's not meant for felling trees, although you could cut small ones down. But it's meant for limbing and one-handed work if you had to. But I wanted to show you about chains. Here's something that just aggravates the crap out of me. Most of the guys behind the counters of these Stihl dealers don't know a stinking thing about chainsaws. And when you go in there and tell them you need a 16-inch chainsaw for a 211C, when you buy a new chain, they don't know what the hell they're doing. So they end up giving you chain that's meant for a thinner kerf. And I'll show you. See that 043? This bar is thinner this way, and the teeth are thinner than on this 211. It's the same thing. It's a 211, 211C. That's a 170. They're both 16-inch bars. But look at here. 050. So this bar is thicker than that bar. The chain is thicker than the other chain. And I'm going to pick these up and hold them side by side so you can see the difference. Just give me a second. All right. I want you to notice the thickness of the link. That's the main thing. It's also the thickness of this part that fits down in the groove of the blade. So if you put an 043 chain on a bar that says you need a 050, it's not going to cut. And lucky for them, I have plenty of 050 chains and plenty of 043. And the only reason I have plenty of 043s is because over the years, they've given me the wrong chain so many times. Okay, I'm partly to blame. I just assume people that work behind the counter know what they're doing. There's a huge difference between a 211, a 211C, and a 170. So keep that in mind. When you buy your chain, make sure you're getting the right thickness. And make sure it says 043. Let me see the box here. Here's the box. Right here. Make sure it says 043 if your bar says 043. Make sure it says 050 if your bar says 050. And they're both green. They're both green. That's what they do. They reach up and grab you a green one. And if you don't take it out of the bag and check yourself, you might get the wrong chain. And that's happened to me so many times. And at this point, it's my fault when it happens now. So I need this chain for this one, so I'm going to take that. But from now on, when I get the wrong chain, I'm going to look at it at the dealer and tell them what they've done wrong. They don't care, and they won't remember. All right, what I got to do now, I'm going to take this sprocket off and put a new sprocket on. Happy birthday to me. I'll be 59 Saturday. Not Saturday, Thursday. I'll be 59. And also bought me a flagpole. I'm going to put a 25-foot flagpole up beside my house. Okay, y'all. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Okay, that's not the end of it. So, I wanted to talk about my wife's Makita, but I wanted to show you. Here's another example. On the bar, gives you all the information you need. 3/8 pitch, 46 teeth, 043. What do they call that thing? It's the groove in the bar, but it's this part right here that rides in it. I forget what the Latin name for it is. Anyway, it's all right here, and it's etched into the bar. So even if there's no paint, if you look close, you'll find it. I gotta put a new chain on this for my wife. Well, I want to talk about this saw for a second. I have mentioned it before, but we've used this so much now that the little review I'm gonna give you on this, you can take to the friggin' bank. I bought this for my wife so she would leave my Stihl saws alone. Okay, that's kind of selfish, but when I buy something like a Stihl, I don't want anybody using it. If it breaks, I want it to be my fault. So I bought her this, thinking that it would be in no way as good as something like this or a 170. And it came with two 5 amp hour batteries and a really nice 2 battery charger. I think it came with an angle grinder too, which, okay, truth be told, I also bought it because I had an angle grinder that came with it. So let me tell you, this thing, it actually, I've never been so wrong about something that I thought would be, toy-like, but this is one serious chainsaw. Now it's only a 14-inch bar and a 043 thick, but I have cut 7 and 8-inch limbs with this thing. You're not supposed to, but when you're out in the woods and it's all you got, thoroughly and completely impressed. Let me see if I can find a model number. I think that's a model number. Yeah. Anyway, I would buy this again. It's been one heck of a good saw. And we have, I can't tell you how many trees we've cut with this thing. I keep expecting it to fail because we have used it, number one, on limbs and trees that it was way bigger than what it was designed to cut. And we've used it, and I've had this thing almost 3 years now, and we've used the absolute hell out of it. Anyway, if you were thinking of getting a battery-powered one, but you didn't want to because you thought it might be a toy, this thing is a serious chainsaw. It's just as heavy as a regular chainsaw, but it's because of the batteries. Okay, now I'm done. Have a good one. All right, I need to use my chainsaw sharpener. I'm under the awning. There's my knife shop. There's my new forge. And I have no electricity out here. But wait. I have a light here. That light hasn't worked in a while. So, I'm going to use the electricity that's going to it. I found where it's coming from inside the house. So, this is going to work just fine. So, when somebody tells you it ain't going to be pretty, but it'll work, what they mean is they're fixing to do a really crappy job of doing something just so they can have it right away. So it ain't going to be pretty, but it's going to work. I'm going to put, I had an extra outlet. I added some outlets in my knife shop right there, and I had one extra. So I'm just going to find a stud and, just fixing to run that cord up in there, and I've already deactivated it on the inside. So let me get this screwed onto the wall, get this cord cut, run up in there, and I'll bring you along. Remember the other day I was telling you about how you start off to do one project, and before you can get to it, you go down 30 different avenues of things that need to be done before you can get to that project. This is a perfect example. My wife and I, we got some huge limbs we're going to be cutting up Thursday or Friday. So I'm getting all my saws ready. And I realized that I have only one good chain for my big saw. And I need to sharpen all my chains. Well, my sharpener is over here, and there wasn't any electricity. So before I could sharpen them, I had to run some electricity, find a light, find that plug, finally, 2 hours later, I'm ready to sharpen all my chains. And that's how every project I do lately seems to go like that. You start off with one project in mind, and before you can get to it, you got 50 other projects you got to do before you can get to it. So, here we are. I'm fixing to sharpen the chains, and everything will be ready for Thursday or Friday. I think it's supposed to rain all day Thursday. And I'm getting a shed moved, and that might be an interesting thing to record. If the guy will let me record it, I will. But, all right, I'm going to sharpen these chains, and that's half the day gone right there. Hey, you want to hear something funny? When I turn my head like I am now, my voice changes. Okay, I'm just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
It's like dial voice.
I have no idea why.
Head turning voice. That is such.
So
Okay, you gotta laugh about this.
So if I want to yell, I have to turn my head to the left.
So if anybody comes over, you'll have to say, "Okay, everybody to the left." Oh my God.
Yeah, I can talk pretty good with my head turned to the left like this.
A while ago you did that. Your voice was perfect.
Nearly normal.
Yeah.
Watch when I drink it, even when I drink something.
That's hilarious.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I love water.
Okay. We're sitting on our new deck. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Jesus. They did a really good job, too. Made a little ramp for Beverly. Okay.
Tell them the story of that lady there.
No.
Come on, it's funny.
No.
It's funny that she hates us so much.
Yeah, she's been out every day. We've got her privacy.
Our very first day here, she greeted us.
Yeah, with complaining. But there's our don't look at me fence sitting out there, and she's been out every day. There she is.
Everybody else has just been wonderful people.
And she's been out every day looking. She's walking up and down that fence to see what we're doing over here.
When she saw you and Bev leave that day,
Yeah.
did she come out here and inspected everything?
Oh, yeah, she went up and down that fence. But she texted Beverly and said, "What are y'all doing back there?" No, she said, "What are y'all building back there?" Didn't say, "Hey, how you doing? How have you been? How's your mom?" Who'd passed away in December. Nothing. Just, "What are y'all building back there?" She hates us.
And the town hall knew that we had bought fence.
Yeah, I went and got it approved. Got our permit approved.
They already knew it, so that lady ratted us.
Yeah, they did. They already knew I had fence back there because they said to me, "What else y'all doing back there?" And why does everybody say back there? I mean, like, what are we behind? Because everybody says that. What are y'all doing back there?
And then she ratted on us for lighting the fire.
Yeah. She hates us.
Police showed up.
Our dogs love our deck, too. Brazy, you're on camera. Don't do that.
That's your sister. This ain't Arkansas. Sorry, Arkansas. I was just kidding.
Okay.